Hello everybody, this is Make It Better, and today we're doing what Izuku was the rat from this, show. Now, this is an explanation. I'm not going to give you the actual storyline, but I'm just going to give you the explanation, basically. Now, Izuku is the rat, but he's not the original rat. The original rat that is on this show. Let me explain. Now, what has happened, is at the end of the show, the rat wins. The rat had a chance to have his one wish granted. It could be anything. Anything in the world. And for him, for being a teenager, he can't think of anything. Nothing at all. Nothing, so big, impactful for his life to do for him. He already has everything he wants. A peaceful life, he likes going to school, millions of dollars, but he didn't care for that, nor caring to have a future of his life, nothing. So, at the end of the episode, he decided to forget. And that's it. That's how that show ends. Now, I'm going to change that very ending. Instead of the rat thinking of forgetting, he remembers his conversation with the monkey. They go back and forth, and he realized that he can do it. Since with this power of his, he's able to make that happen. So, he calls the guy. He has him come by after school. Oh crap. Oh well. Come by after school. They meet, and the rat asks for it to be all over. The man thinks, so you want to forget? And the rat said, no. I want the war of the zodiacs, all of them, to never happen again. For it to end once and for all. Which the man never expected him to ask something like that. A very selfish request. And he asked the man, the rat, if he's sure about this. After this wish, he can't ask for anything else. And the rat said yes. So the man asked him for a few days to talk with his higher-ups. Those higher-ups thinks this is a very difficult wish, even though it'd be going against their own rules. So they decide to do something interesting. For the next 10 games, if the rat wins, the rat family wins all 10 games in a row, the game will be over. The man relayed this very information towards the rat. And the rat, now finally having a goal in life, went out and did that same thing. He trained his children, and the girl, it doesn't really matter who it is, since he's going to be the first of many. He trains his kids. He treats them all as respectfully, proper, everything perfect. Until one of his kids manifests the power. And now he's focused on him. Telling him what he needs to do in the next up and coming game. War. After the kid go out and play in the game, the rat tells everybody else what has happened and what their brother is doing during this time. They're of course confused and a little bit, well, I'm not sure how to say it. Not excited, but worried, yeah. Until the rat says that he has to kill for him to win. There's no other way. Now, after the kid finally comes back home, saying that he won and did not get the wish that he wanted, the rat tells him, but you have. I made a wish, and he explained this to his kids, that I wanted this game to end. And the only way they agreed, by some rules, that our family has to win it 10 times. 10 generations. You're the first generation to be in this game, won, and not get a wish. I'm so sorry. I'll do my best to help you in anything in life, but I want this to be passed down in family. This very power is a game changer, which now the kids learn, understand, and well, get more treatment or training from using that specific power, even though they don't have the power. And the rat dies. His child went on and did the same thing, having the picture of the original rat and now him, and that's where the story goes. Now on the it's the 9th generation. By this time, the game has been slowly losing popularity, not getting as much as they used to, and making it harder to, well, play the game. They still can, but it's just a little bit harder than it used to be. Because, well, quirks manifest, and because of that, it just made things harder for them to do it, since, well, there's other people that have more powerful quirks than these powers. Now, on the 9th one, Izuku's father was in the game. He met a lot of very interesting people. And these people are very, well, unique. Let's put it that way. They are drive to kill. And they're all focused on Izuku's father. For this one reason, that the rats has been winning all this time and not do anything with their wish. So, of course, they're bitter and they want to have their wish granted. And each of their family just tell them to target the rat. Now, by this time, the rat's power has gone stronger to a point where they know and learn a lot more by the power that they're almost an expert at birth. Almost. Isashi, after many tries, failures, but after the 9th or 8th win, they decide to see how many tries it took them. For the 7th, it took him 150 tries before he got it right. For the 6th, it took them 200. The 8th, it took them 70. And for Isashi, it took him 50 tries for him to get it perfectly, where he was the only one to survive. After all of that, he did lose an arm. And he could have restarted, but he wanted to have a brag that he got through it on 50. Now, the man tells him that he is one, and the next generation will be the last. This man, of course, did not age, since he is technically immortal. Technically, because his power, and because of the only reason you're hearing this is because the rat asked him the power, since he does not get a wish. So the man just kept answering his questions, and his power is based on one rule. He gave himself a limit on something that would last forever. If that game starts, that's when he lives, and when it ends, that's when he dies. Asashi, whatever, kind of understand this and see that he's been the same person for all these years. Isashi asked him when it's the next one, and the man tells him whenever you have a child and that child is turned 14, not 14, whenever he turns 12. Isashi does not question this because, well, they've been making the age limit going lower and lower, probably trying to make them lose, and they of course have to do it way better. Itachi at this point, he's around 20, no, he's around 16 and a half. Now Izuku has to do the game while he's 12. What fun. So Isashi thanks him, leaves, get his wounds taken care of, and went back to Japan. Isashi meet with Inko, and Inko of course buried the child, and after this very child grows, his power is very unique. Not only is the same power as the rats that's been in his family in many generations, he's also somehow able to relay the information of their past decision to another. They can't go through it just yet. Izuku, of course, was told about their long history and learned that he is now the 10th, the very last. For his his children, Isashi's telling him everything because that's the tradition of this game. Izuku's learning that his children will not go through the same fate, but he has to. And Izuku asks, when will this happen? Sashi tells him, when you turn 12. So, I understand you have your power. As Izuku nods, yes. And Sashi said, great. Now we have 12 years to train you for assassins to kill. And yes, I'm sorry, son, but you have to kill. And he's only at the age of 5. Now, I guess that's where I'm going to end it. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day, and bye.